Alright, in today's video, we're going to see this dishwasher isn't draining. So, here, I'll show you real quick. So, see, there's some water in there. We're going to see if we can start from the easiest stuff to the hardest stuff and see if we can get this bad boy draining. So, the first thing I already did is I took off this metal shroud. And all it is you just need a Phillips screwdriver and you just unscrew. And basically, these are for beautification. These are just two little brackets. It hides all these electronics and machine parts for a dishwasher. This dishwasher's supposedly very old, which means it's probably built better than the ones nowadays. So my first thing I'm going to look at for why it's not draining to see is if the drain line, which connects here, right here, this drain line is clogged. If it's not, then we'll go into the pump. The pump might have something in it, or the pump might just be gummed up. Again, I don't know the last time this was used, but I was told by the previous owners it's been a minute. So to disconnect this dishwasher drain line, I'm going to unscrew this, and I'm going to take a gander into this side, because if I undo the other side, all that water that was sitting in there is going to try and come out. So if I look down in here, I mean, as of now, it looks kind of clear. Alright, so when I fished this off, this side off, and ran my finger in here, on dishwashers, if you don't have a dishwasher, the garbage disposal has a little part in there that blocks the water from going out, because, you know, not everybody has a dishwasher. So I'm going to remove the garbage disposal. There we go. Put this down. Jimmy this out. I'm going to undo this. And I'm going to pop the garbage disposal down. I keep probably almost saying the wrong words, which is really simple. Alright, so I've disconnected that, right? I'm going to disconnect the power on my garbage disposal so it doesn't grind my hands up for whatever reason. But on a, let me see this. Alright, so this tightens, righty tighty, lefty loosey. All I'm doing is lefty loosey. And this bracket puts its seal on there. Yeah. You might have to leave it. Yeah. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Okay. Alright, so I'm looking in here. Alright, so come here, guys. This is crazy. If people don't know what they're doing. So, see, there's a knockout. Do you see in there? There's a little piece of plastic in there that, like, how is the dishwasher going to drain when it keeps hitting this bad boy? They never knocked it out. So there might be nothing wrong with the dishwasher at all. It might drain fine. So, okay. And it's been a minute since I've gotten into these. I pull off the rubber boot. Okay. You see all that crap in there? Oh, wow. Good God. I'm going to remove this and clean this up. This makes me want to throw up in my mouth. Okay. Alright. Look at how nasty that is. So, it can't drain because... See, there's a block? Okay. Well, this needs to be popped out. So all you do is insert a flathead screwdriver, and then you put it down and you hit it with a hammer. I just did that. And if we look inside, amongst all the disgustingness, there's the piece of plastic right here. Oh man, this is gross. Alright, so the thing that we want to also look at is making sure that there's not a lot of, like, how do I say it? Ridges, plastic little ridges, because as the dishwasher is draining, it kind of forms little catches. And now, you see how disgusting that is? I gotta clean all this darkness out and mold and disgustingness. So okay, so plastic piece came out. We're gonna test the dishwasher and see if it drains. So a bad install, a bad plumber, or a bad DIY human can cause issues. Ooh. All right, that goes down. You can. All right, that goes there. This goes on top. Kind of holds that rubber seal in place. Okay, and then these little catches here catch it. All right, put it. And when you're doing this with a screwdriver, you want to have a decent screwdriver. And these things are a little heavy. Alright. It's hard to explain. But there's these little catches on it, right? And all you do is seat it up there. And as you turn it, so I just connect it, and it's tightening. And then the reason that grommet I was showing you turns is so you can rotate your garbage disposal back into place. And then once it's in place, I'm going to lock it in place. Once I get this rubber grommet in, this is your drain for both your garbage disposal and your rubber washer. You push this in and then put that on top, and then I'm looking for my right here. Oh, I got one, yay! And then there's another one. All right, and now, oh man, so it's a flathead on this one at least. I'm so glad I didn't do it. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Okay, guys, when you tighten down something like this, you want to tighten down like a little at a time, because we're putting a washer in there, so you don't want to crank one side and then the other. I'm kind of going back and forth to try to make it even as I'm tightening it. Does that make sense? Yeah. Because you'll kind of compress it one way and not the other. Yeah. And you could tighten it and compress it out of its slot. Okay. Alright. So that one's good. You see, it's just a little piece of rubber that hold back 50 to 90 psi of water. It's crazy. Okay, so now, because I have that in place right now I'm gonna go righty-tighty. Okay, and it kind of locks. It'll stop, you know? It doesn't just keep going. Okay, so that's in. That's it. That just locked the garbage disposal back in place. Knockout's there. Now everything's connected, so I can run the sink, because it should drain again, right? And then what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to clean inside of here. Remember, we saw it was really disgusting, but I'm going to do it top, so I'm actually like washing it down and not just pulling stuff out and creating a mess. And hopefully it will wash out. Okay. I'm also putting this dishwasher drain line back on. Sorry. Okay. And then you want to make sure it's on the actual. This is just so it doesn't blow off, because that can break it. So I just want to kind of compress it. That was a little, it's hand tight with this, you know. It's nasty. It's slippery and nasty. I can feel it growing. It's actually massaging me back. The big thing here is I'm lifting the rubber seal up, and I'm going underneath of this. So this happens to a lot of people's normal dishwashers. It'll get dirty underneath, and you'll start developing, because the food, like when you're using your garbage disposal, it splashes back up underneath this seal. And a lot of people don't clean this, and then they start having bad smells or gnats. So if you can get underneath of this, I know it's gross, maybe wear rubber gloves. I just love the feel of it. You use bleach or something to kind of clean all that out. Alright, the next step that I use my hand to clean most of it is I'm plugging in the garbage disposal again. So now it works. So this is a technique I use. A lot of people put lemons down there. The acid from the lemons or limes, not limes, lemons or bleach will eat away at that disgusting crud that gets in your garbage disposal. Another thing is you freeze the stuff, and that's by using ice. Ice will freeze it. So I'm putting a bunch of ice on it. Cycling it back on and off. If you can see this, some of the ice is actually getting dirty because it's pulling off that. Don't ever put your hand down past the rubber. Stuff a bunch of ice cubes in here. Alright, now let's see. Garbage disposal's off. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, it's clean as can be. Cleaned it up. Awesome. Oh yeah, it's super clean. It's awesome. And then I just checked my dishwasher. You can see it's draining appropriately now. So there's nothing wrong with the dishwasher. It is all because the garbage disposal wasn't installed properly for a dishwasher and had the knockout used. Bingo bango.